Hello, good morning, and welcome to your favorite family Saturday morning show right here on Joy Prime Multi TV. Call me Movi, and you know that I am the motivator on this show, Home Affairs. Many thanks to GTP News Style. Without them, the show wouldn't be possible, so we're very grateful indeed. We're honored and humbled that you guys have stuck with us through thick and thin. To Elite Hair Studios for my hair and nails on a weekly basis, and of course Barbara Johnson for designing my jacket. I love it, Bobs. You better, check her out. Anyway, Home Affairs is a show that basically, gives you all the advice that you need to keep your family, tighter. So please make sure you're spreading the word about the show so other people, your loved ones, can also get advice on some of the issues that they cannot get help on. Well, every single Saturday, we have segments just for your enjoyment. We have Inspired by Women. Obviously, that's where you are inspired by some amazing quotes by strong women across the globe. Health Zone obviously takes care of our health. We have exercise, and also a doctor comes to educate us about some of the illnesses that, we don't really have a lot of awareness on. Don't forget the biggest part of the show. Well, today, getting along or getting by on a low income in Ghana is tough. I don't know about elsewhere. And, they are like amongst the assorted material resources available in the family, money, guap, l'argent is the major, is major, So this is why we need to learn how to manage our income, basically so that we can achieve, should I say, a wealthier, healthier, and a happier family life. Well, thankfully, my guest and I today on today's diary are going to make life a little bit easier by revealing some amazing tips on how to survive on a low income. So that's what we're talking about on today's diary today. In the meantime, something to make your morning even more special. Please help me welcome, or yes, we just recorded this and it was amazing, two of the most amazing looking instructors in the world, and you are going to be blown away by this video. Don't just watch, participate. Health Zone on your screens, Bling Body Gym.
Hello world, my name is Ramsey.
And I'm Shadi.
Together we are the Zonto Twins. We're on Health Zone with Movi, and today we're doing the Afro Zonto Fitness. All right, so this is a dance and a kind of fitness way of life. All right, so if you're ready, join us, and the moves are so smooth. Let's go. All right. So we go this way. All right, so we're squatting. You stretch your arms and squat. All right, now change it. Step, 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3, step. With energy, step. Health Zone. 1. All right, let's go. Step. Ready, let's go. Hey. Step. Step. Now we're going to stretch up. Stretch your arms up. Let's go. Up, 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 up. All right, let's go. 1. Energy. Energy. All right, we're going to step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mommy. Energy. All right, so we're gonna move the shoulders. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I like it, Movi. 1, 2. All right, let's go. Stop. 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 Are you ready, guys? All right. We're going to the hips. Hips. Let's go. Back. Hips. 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 Waist. All right, guys. Step. Chest, I got to say. Stretch, go. Hit your chest and up. All right. Go. Chest. All right, let's get it this way. Step, 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 step. All right, faster, let's go. 1, 2. Hey, hey. Up, 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 up. One more time. Energy. Aposento, aposento. Up. Mavi, Mavi, Mavi. All right.
So there you have it. I had so much fun with the Azonto twins. Make sure you're following them on all their, social media pages. They were great. Please make sure you're keeping fit. It's very, very important, part of living. Even God, endorses exercise. If you didn't know, check your Bible. Anyway, we're moving on to the other part of the health zone. And this is where we have doctors come in to talk about, some of the illnesses that we really don't want to hear about, but it's very important to know about. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Emmanuel Cudjoe, and he's basically talking about stroke.
I'm Emmanuel Cudjoe from Impact Medical and Diagnostic Center, Asylum Down. We're here today to talk about stroke. So the first question is, what is stroke? Stroke is basically the lack of blood supply to the brain, causing brain cells to die. There are two types of stroke: ischemic stroke and hemorrhagic stroke. Hemorrhagic is when the vessel carrying blood to the brain either bursts or it leaks, and this is one of the most dangerous causes of stroke. The ischemic stroke is when something blocks the vessels, and so blood is unable to reach the brain cells. Now, this thing that blocks the vessel is usually fat cells. Now, these are the two main causes of stroke. There's also the transient stroke, and that we define as like stroke. It's almost like the ischemic, but it's not. Now, to go into the causes proper of stroke, there are two main causes of stroke. Causes that you can do something about, and causes that you can do nothing about. We'll start with the causes that you can do nothing about. Age. The older you get, the more likely you will get stroke. Gender. Men are more prone to stroke than women. This is what literature says. Again, literature says that even though men get more stroke than women, men survive stroke more than women do. For the conditions that you can do something about, which are the very, very common things that usually affects the general masses, you're looking at 1, high cholesterol, 2, high blood pressure, you're looking at alcohol abuse, you're looking at smoking. Now, these are not only the causes. There are a lot more, but these are the 4 main causes of stroke in terms of the things you can change. Now, poor eating habits in terms of eating food high in cholesterol, eating late, these are all things that can easily increase your fat cells. And once your fat cells increases, you are likely to cause blockage to the arteries that carry blood to the brain. Smoking. Smoking weakens the vessels. And apart from weakening the vessels, they also reduce the oxygen content in your blood, meaning that once you are a chain smoker, you are easily prone to stroke in two ways. One, oxygen can easily lack getting to the brain. Two, the vessels can easily burst, causing hemorrhagic stroke. There's a third form of causes that we would want to waste a lot more time on, which is lack of exercise. Now, this affects everybody, okay? Now, if you are a very good exerciser, when I mean exerciser, I mean someone who exercises a lot, chances that you have stroke is very minimal. Because one, your system is fit, two, your blood is pumping faster, three, vessels are healthier, and so chances of you getting stroke is very, very, very minimal. Now, these are the signs you have to look out for when you are with someone, or even to yourself. It's called the FAST rule. First, look at the face. Now, if you're with someone and immediately the person's face goes to one side, it's as though the face is dropping, okay? And it's as though the mouth is also dropping quickly. You have to call 911. If you can't call 911, you have to quickly rush the person to the hospital. Chances that it is stroke is very, very high. Lightheadedness. You are with someone, all of a sudden, the person's head feels light. The person tells you, I feel dizzy. The person tells you, I cannot see properly. Quickly rush the person to the hospital. Do not sit and wait and assume that it is something else. It can't be stroke. Again, you're with someone, immediately the person tells you, I cannot feel one side of my body. Quickly, you either call 911 or you move the person straight to the hospital. The earlier the person gets to the hospital, the higher the chances of surviving with stroke. In all these things that we say, we can summarize and let you know that basic things can help save your life and can help prevent stroke. Stroke is very, very damaging. Very, very damaging. It can turn you into a vegetable in a matter of seconds. Eat well. Exercise well. Check your cholesterol levels. Avoid smoking as much as possible. Reduce your alcohol intake. And live healthy. Thank you.
So there you have it, some important, valuable information about stroke. Thank you, Dr. Emmanuel Cudjoe. And obviously, every single week, this is what we bring you, some important information for you to live by. Now, we're going to take a short break, but before I do that, I'd like to say a very happy birthday to the most special person in my whole world, or one of the most special people. Paloma, it's your birthday, girl. Enjoy it, and I wish you were here. Anyway, to Mr. George Ajete, the driver who brought me home, to work today. Thank you so much. I think he's the best driver. He should be, awarded for his driving skills. Anyway, more of this and lots more of education on home affairs when we return. Welcome back, everybody, to the most educational show on yours. Well, should I say plasmas, right? Anyway, we are going to show you the problem of the day. And this segment is basically dubbed the Today's Diary segment. And I want to encourage everybody out there with a problem. If you're in a dilemma, don't just bottle it inside. Make sure you are expressing yourself and speaking about it. That's the only way you can get some help for it. And I'm so proud of Mr. Amankwa because he's about to lead by example. Let's see the problem of the day.
Our perturbed viewer on Today's Diary says, Movi, we are an average family with 2 children. I earn 250 Ghana cedis monthly as a security man and even end up borrowing from friends. How do I manage the small family income I get? and avoid all the embarrassment that arises as a result of me not settling my debts on time. Kofi Amankwa.
Oh, wasn't that a mouthful? Yes, it was indeed. And Ms. Amankwa is obviously going through some tough times there. We're going to find him some help. And I am very thrilled to, introduce my guests because they look like, people who have wisdom. They are filled with wisdom and they're looking very good indeed. My very first guest is Mrs. Mausi Nudeko Awite. I'm sorry that I didn't get your name before. It was a rush thing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Like seriously, do you look like this every day?
Every day.
Every single day?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That is when I'm not behind my business work.
Really? What do you do for a living?
I'm a social worker. I'm a small business development expert.
Right.
I'm a women's rights activist.
Wow. Wow. So what are you doing for the women who have been fired so unlawfully by our president? Are you fighting for those women? The president just basically fires them very quickly when they do something wrong, women. But when a man does something, it's not quite... Are you fighting for us?
Yes, we are. When the men do bad things, then they are sent to the Flagstaff house, and then the woman goes home. These are things that we're talking about.
Great. So I'm happy that you're an activist for women. Wow. I can't wait to see you in action because you look like a woman with guts, and you would, break any wall down, any Jericho down. Thank you so much for coming, though.
You're welcome.
You are married?
Yes, I'm married.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 children.
Wow.
They've all finished university.
Wow.
How old are you? I thought you were like 39.
Oh, really?
Wow. Like, seriously, you have kids who finish university?
Yes.
But did you start early?
No, I didn't start early.
Really?
I'm in my 50s.
Oh my God. Okay, so I think, some cream brand should come and get this very lovely model for their brand. Well, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
You look amazing.
Thank
I'm going
you.
to get tips for how to stay young and fresh when you're over 50. Anyway, my next guest, we have Sark in the house. Okay, I tricked you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yeah, my name is Adu Owusu-Sarkodie. I work with the Department of Economics, University of Ghana.
Wow.
And I'm also a PhD candidate.
Wow.
With the same in a department in University of Ghana. And I also work with the Institute for Fiscal Studies. It's at Airport Residential Area.
My goodness, you have a lot on your plate. There's more.
There's more.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
No.
I just wanted to say good morning to
Okay.
my colleagues at the course department at IFS.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And my dad is watching. So
Oh, what's his name? Mention his name so he feels like
well,
a
okay,
star.
my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Owusu-Dua.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm
they are
sure they're
watching.
proud of you with all your credentials. And not just that, you look amazing as
And
well.
I'm proud of them too.
Oh, that's nice. You have a family of your own?
No, I'm not yet married,
Yeah,
but I'm
okay.
preparing for it.
You are dating? Or let's call it courtship. But how are you going to prepare if you're not dating? Then it's like, going to see and just...
I'm not dating. Do you
You're
want to
not
date me?
Is that a proposal? You better come more, sincere than that. Is that a proposal?
I just asked you a question.
You should propose to a woman. I'm a queen, so you have to treat me the way. If you really want me, then you have to work for it.
I'm looking at the activist.
Yes, she will fight for me if you don't do it well. Oh, thank you so much. But what do you do in your spare time?
I like playing football. Yeah, I like football a lot. I like watching and playing at the same time.
Did you want to be a footballer at some point in your life?
Yes, I think my colleagues, you know this captain for Ashgold, right now, the captain, I used to play football with him. Oh. So I'm sure I would have gone far if I did. But my dad was a teacher,
And you know teachers and how they treat their children.
I know.
My friend, go and learn.
Yeah.
That give me money to buy football boot. My friend, go and learn. Go and take it. But
I'm
it's
sure
good.
he's doing this by now. The Ghanaian thing.
No, but I'm successful too in academia.
Yeah, so he's proud of you, I guess.
He's still very proud
so
of
it's
me.
a good thing that he pushed you.
Yeah. And I like playing keyboard too.
You do that at church?
I used to, but because now they're professionals, so I've decided to
No,
sit
the
at the
church
back.
has to encourage you, though.
Yeah.
You know,
When
you
they
could be
didn't
led
have,
by the
when
Spirit.
they didn't have any, I used to, but now they have
you
professionals.
see?
Oh, okay. They're paying a professional to do it.
No,
Well,
I
it's all
decided to
good.
sit back and
Right.
enjoy it, but that's what I do. I like football a lot.
Oh,
Both
wow.
watching it, but you guys have denied me of my morning football match.
We guys.
Yeah, but see, Joy Prime TV.
Oh,
I should be
man.
on the field this morning.
We are an entertainment,
But
channel.
I'll play in
so-
the evening.
Oh, that's great.
I'll play in the evening.
Well, you guys, I think we're going to have fun with this topic. You heard what Amankwa had to say. But before we get into his problem, though, I want to ask, have you ever been broke? Or have you ever been in debt, Mom?
I've never been in debt, but I've been broke.
How
Yeah.
did you deal with that?
You look at the situation now. Maybe when I say I'm broke, doesn't mean that having nothing at all, but having
Little.
yes, little. And what you do is that when you have little, you don't let it affect you so much, because when it affects you, then it affects the whole family. Okay, so what I do, or what I was doing at that time, was to get colleagues of mine would come together and buy things in bulk and then share.
Split it.
Yes.
Did they know you were broke?
No, it's not a matter of telling them that it's because I'm broke, that is why I'm doing this.
But you suggested you guys do that?
yes.
Okay, that's...
And that was many years back, and it worked. So in my trainings, I run an NGO, it's Network of Women in Growth,
Right.
and I work with the marginalized, vulnerable women.
Aw.
Yeah, all over the country, most
I
especially.
think I want to work for you.
Oh, wow.
Because I've been wanting to get into charity work, for
Oh,
a very long time.
great. Okay, so I encourage women that, look, don't let the problems of this world affect you so much and then dampen your spirits.
Yeah.
Put your resources together. If you feel like eating meat for the month, why don't you come together, buy one goat? Yes, and then slaughter
Dissect
it and share it. In that way, at least your kids will have a little bit of meat to eat. If it's fish, why don't you buy a carton of fish and then share? Because if you buy in smaller quantities, it's much
costs you
more
more.
expensive than them buying in bulk. So it's very important that as a woman, you should be networking.
Right.
Network is very important
Right.
to keep you moving than to stay in isolation, not making friends. I'm not saying that women should just get up and make friends, go to your friends and just sit down and chat over nothing.
Right.
Any time you spend should be very productive. So those are the ways that I have done things. And then I've learned to do a lot of things for myself.
Right.
For instance, soap. I don't buy soap in my home. I don't remember the last time I bought soap. At least there's something. Liquid soap is very easy to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Liquid soap is few minutes and your liquid soap is ready.
Okay, please show me. Because I can save money on, Morning Fresh. Too expensive.
You know, I have a women empowerment center
Oh, right.
where we train women. We've trained over 6,500 women.
Wow.
Well done. Thank you. God bless you for your work.
Bless you too.
God bless you. Now, Sak,
Yeah.
have you ever been broke? You look like someone who's never, look at your bling on your neck and everything is just impeccable. Like, you look like you've never,
Wow.
been broke.
Well, I must say that my parents were always there for me. My dad and my mom, they really sacrificed for me. But it got to a time that I was in university, third year at Legon in Commonwealth Hall.
Right.
At that time, my two sisters, I'm the older, the eldest.
Oh, right.
So I had two. I have three behind me, but the two had also started school, the one after me in secondary school. So the things became tighter for my family. And therefore, I was a little broke during the third year of my studies, level 300 in Commonwealth Hall. So what I did was to get to associate myself with some friends. I had friends who had brought in yam and some had brought rice. And all I did was to be the cook.
Oh, wow. What an innovative way to eat.
In Commonwealth Hall, I was the cook for a gym block. So from J1,
The whole block?
from J1 to J14.
You're kidding. Oh, my God.
No, my friends were in J3 and J1. So I will move from J14 and go to J3 and J1.
Oh, my God.
And then organize the yam. If it's yam you're going to eat today, I will do everything. Because I am not paying anything and I'm broke. And so I had to be the cook. If it's rice, I will do everything. And that's how I did to survive for that semester when things were difficult for me. But I actually, beyond that, things became very easy. And then when I started my master's degree too, I went to school straight away. I mean, after my bachelor's, went service and then my master's. So it was school. I had not worked to save anything. So at my master's,
Couldn't you mix work with school?
Yeah.
It's too stressful for you?
Yeah, the MPhil in economics is not easy at all.
That's a difficult one.
It's not easy at all. So it was a full time, and we were sponsored by AERC, African Economic Research Consortium. We even went to Kenya. So yeah, it was a fully sponsored program, and therefore, whilst waiting for the allowance, things became a bit difficult. So what I did was sometimes I'll cook rice using my rice cooker. I'll cook and divide the rice into two equal halves. One in the morning, one in the evening. It was funny. But that was for that semester. And I think beyond that, things have been very smooth for me. Like you were saying, wouldn't you work, extra? So after submitting my thesis, then I realized that now I have enough time. So I began to go through my diary. What are the names I know? Where are the big men? Then I'll call Dr. Graham. And I'll go to his office.
Wow.
I'll call Dr. Addison.
So you had connections?
Yes. And I'll go to those big men that I knew. So Dr. Graham will give me a research, just do this, 1,000 cities. Okay, then Dr. Addison, I'll go to his office.
Dr. Graham, I'm getting your number after the show. I need a grand.
I'll go to Dr. Addison. At that time, he was the head of research at Bank of Ghana. I'll go to him, we have a chat, one or do things, 500 cities. Then so who is next on the list? Then that's what I did to survive until I had a permanent job with the University of Ghana. And I think one thing I must say is that during my service time, national service, teaching assistant, so I was also teaching some people. There was this policeman, he was reading Master of, I think, MBA in finance, but it has some economic aspect. And so he would rather come with his car, come to University of Ghana campus, pick me home, and then I'll go and teach him. Sometimes he'll be sleeping.
Are you kidding me? But you made your money.
And I made my money.
And the thing is, Amankwa is obviously, you guys, you have big, credentials to your names, and you're doing so well, But let's come down a bit for Amankwa. He's a security man, and he has a family, and he's paid 250 Ghana cedis every month to survive on. Do you have security people in your houses?
At my workplace.
No, at your home?
No.
You don't have any? Do you have a watchman?
I live in Burma camp.
Oh, yeah, you can't make wrong.
It's full of security.
No, you can't do wrong.
All your neighbors are security.
You're secured. Totally. Oh my gosh. But I mean, with someone like this, he has a family. How do you survive? Ma, I think I should start with you.
Amankwa lives on 200 Ghana cedis. Amankwa should see the times that he's free and make use of that time. Amankwa could go and look for other jobs. You see, whilst he was talking, I was so much interested in this, because that is what I tell people. The money does not chase you. You have to chase the money.
Yeah.
He could have sat in his room and say that, oh, unemployment, there is no work.
There isn't no work though.
Chase.
But yeah, you have to work.
And get some little things. Amankwa could make friends with some big people and say, oh, this Saturday, sir, I've come to your house. I want to weed your compound. You get something from that. Amankwa's wife could be sincere and go and be washing this thing. You see, there is so much work, but people are not innovative. People are not thinking. People are scared. People are saying, oh, but how can I go and say, oh, Coco, please, do you have some dirty things for me to wash? People always want to sit in their corner.
And that's why we're buying washing machines, and we're all getting gadgets. Very soon, robots would be maids in houses if you're not careful. So I agree with you. The wife has to also help out.
Yes.
But what are some of the innovative ways to make little money without having some form of education?
I'm a Baptist, so I'll take you to the Bible. when Jesus gave the parable, when people were giving talents, the one was giving one went and hid it, and Jesus said you could have worked with it. So it doesn't matter the talent you have, how little it is. It doesn't matter the income you earn, how little it is. You should do something with it. I think people who are wealthy are people who have solutions to problems.
Right.
You live in an environment, just look around you. You have so many problems. Identify them and provide solution.
Yeah.
Once you provide solution, you have money. So we should be innovative, like Mommy said. You should look around.
Right.
I think we live in a time that you cannot live on one income. You have to have more than one. And I told you I'm with the economics department, I'm with IFS. And when I finish my PhD, I'll go elsewhere too.
Right.
No, because you cannot live on one income.
Right.
You have to find ways and means of getting this, getting that. So he is a security man. He could be playing football, the one I liked most. He could be playing keyboard in church. Nowadays, the churches, they pay. So you have that. Do you know
Trust me, don't.
I've ever received income from church by playing drums.
Really?
Yes.
That's
when I was in SSHS.
I don't want to put some church on blast. But
I used to go and play drums in a Methodist church, play drums, and they were giving me, at that time, 5,000 old CDs.
For transport.
Yeah, for transport. So, and I could use that to buy something, shirt or so. So you should be very innovative. Identify yourself, look within you, what skills do you have, what talents do you have. And God being so good, He's never given us one talent.
Yeah, it's true.
He's giving us multiple talents. So if you are using one, the one that we all know you for, you are here, you're on TV, but I'm sure there are other things that you
I'm
can
a cook,
do.
I'm a washwoman, I'm a gardener. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
the thing is, oh, sorry.
Yeah, so identify those things, and then, like you said, you could go and then be wash somebody's clothing. There are people around who, there are people in my area, they wash, and sometimes they can earn 100 cedis, 150 cedis, just for washing one day. Yes, and as a security man, you earn 250 a month, but you can wash somebody's clothing and earn 100 cedis on the spot.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so Amankwa, you heard that. But some families may need to seek, ways and means of obtaining, additional income in order to make ends meet. Okay. And the good thing is our communities actually do provide different forms of real income for family use, like public schools. You don't have to take your kid to an expensive school if you can't afford it. Make use of, public schools, marketplaces. I think everybody can just go and set up shop, right?
Yes.
In a marketplace. Yes. So making use of these facilities can increase your income considerably. And so I want you to consider it. Please hold it, Sark. When we come back, more of my amazing guests right here on Home Affairs. Please don't go nowhere. Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite family show, Home Affairs. My name, of course, is Movi, and I am the motivator. Every Saturday, please make sure you're taking something away from the show. Don't just watch for entertainment. Watch and take something profound with you and pass it on to somebody else. People have to inherit your wisdom. And that's why I'm amazed at my awesome guests, because every time they come on the show, they let a little of them away. You know, there's more blessing in giving than receiving, you know. So you better also come and sit in my black seats and make use of your wisdom. We're talking about surviving on a low income. And Amankwa wrote to us, you know, complaining bitterly about his low income. I mean, he receives 250 Ghana cedis as a salary every single month. And he wants to know how he can, you know, cope with his family on that amount of money. We're activating the phone lines now. 0302-211-70124. That's 701-702, 703, and 704. Call in with your questions because my guests are ready to fire with their answers. And make sure if you have anything at all to add, you're not keeping mum. Please speak out. All right? So back to our discussion. I just want to know, is more money more enjoyment for a family?
More money, more enjoyment?
Yeah. When you have more money, does that mean that you enjoy more than the poor person?
No. Enjoyment is the state of mind.
Ah.
Someone can have a lot of money, but will not be happy. And someone with little money, but knows how to manage, knows how to deal with people, knows how to relate to people,
right.
And makes an impact in other people's lives. Right. Because for me, the joy is have you been able to put a smile on your neighbor's face? That is joy to me.
Right.
Changing lives. That is joy to me. Someone may have a lot of money and hasn't got time for anybody at all, and it's very difficult to approach that person. Now, I want to use this platform to appeal to. I would not look at Amankwa. I'll look at Amankwa's wife because I deal with women. Look, there's so much one can do. Okay, Amankwa's wife living in a community or in an environment. Maybe there's a baker at that place there. You see, when you are doing things, money should not be
your main focus.
Your main focus. Interest should be your focus. There's a baker there. I'm Amankwa's wife. I'm sitting in the house, literally doing nothing and depending on my husband's 250 pay. And you not come and give me all the 250. He may give me about 100 for me to take care of my 4 children and he himself. There is a baker there. Why won't I go to the baker and maybe clean the
baking pan?
Yes, the baking pan. She may start from the beginning and say, no, I can't employ you. I don't have money. I say, no. It is not the money that is important to me. I'm home and I'm doing nothing, so I want to come and help.
Right, so the experience also can help her, set herself out.
And as you do that, the person will, by all means, at the end of the day when you are going home.
Ma, some of the people, the abusers, they will use you.
No. No, even if they use you, you must be smart to acquire something.
Right.
You know me, I have my master's, but you know, when I finished my first degree, I went to catering school. I went to do catering. I did cake decoration. I design. I'm a fashion designer.
Hey,
yes. Whilst working, I was spending my free time to go and start the sewing, and then I continued to do my master's in fine arts costume design. I do soap. I do so many things: beads, jewelry, heart, a lot of things. So I don't spend my money to buy.
So everything that you're wearing, you did yourself?
Apart from the shoes.
Wow! And I think next year you will even do shoes.
I know. I'm telling you.
But this is what amazes me. I mean, a friend was talking about their security guard and that they went out, they came home, his car broke down, so he had to get a lift from someone. When they got to the gate, they were honking and honking. The security man was not opening the door, so they had to jump. And the dogs were barking, and there was a lot of noise in the house. And still, this man was sleeping. The security man was sleeping. When they woke him up, do you know what he said? Guess what he said? that it's only 9 o'clock and that the thieves come around at 11:30. So he's sleeping now so that he will wake up.
I'll not be surprised.
So Amankwa, your people sometimes they are very, very annoying. Like, why would I want to even increase his salary when he comes to work and he sleeps?
He knows the time. That's amazing.
So what do you do with, you know, an employee who is not, you know, he's not effective in his role and you're still paying him? Sometimes it's annoying to see people who you're paying but they're not doing anything.
I'll fire you.
Exactly. Khadija is on the line. Welcome to the show. Khadija from Newtown.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Khadija. How are you?
I like to
Me pacho bia.
Okay. You mate, Madam not so in turn, can't me chiano up and I some far. Never say me financial mother. No check them, you come so Jumana Mayano. Me Beno, not tell me, come faster, and Miss Mimako and Casta. But one can say me to us some pa. Yami, you money to my power.
Oh,
Mamma, Yamin Shram. Yami to no cry than now. No, Yamin, see a moment. Never tell me financial mother. I don't have mother.
Okay.
Never tell me financial my personal mother. So
at the end of the show, Yo, that's why. Thank you. Thank you. Basically, oh, you're so polite. That's nice. All right, thank you so much for calling. So basically, she was saying that she wants to be, you know, Ma's daughter. Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of that. You could do with another one. We have Solomon on the line. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What do you have to add or ask?
Yeah. I'm greeting your panels this morning. Yes, they are so fantastic there. The problem with Mr. Mankwa, the problem might not come from the wife, but we should know Mr. Mankwa, the shift he runs as a security man. If he runs a morning shift, then he has a related problem again. Then he must shift to both day and night so that he can get something doing for the day, as the gentleman and the madam say. Yes, and the wife, who is Amankwa's wife in this case?
Mrs. Amankwa.
Yes, yes. Mrs. Amankwa, either Mrs. Amankwa is capable of doing something or not of doing something.
Every woman
that person living with the society in which she is living with. We have troublesome wives.
Do you have one?
Who are troublesome. So the people living in the society are not in good terms with that lady there.
Yeah.
So she will make the family very hot. She will make the family very, very hot.
Right.
Yes. Mr. Makwa can go after work in the morning. He can go to this washing bay, assist them to wash their cars.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, 4 o'clock, he can earn something. He can earn something.
Thank you so much, Solomon.
But today, some of us are very high now.
Right, that's true. Thank you for your input.
I want him to take time off things that he do in life. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We have Latifa on the line. Please, let's make it snappy because we don't have a lot of time. Latifa from Medina. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Mova, you're looking very great.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you. How are you this morning?
I'm okay.
That's great.
Dancing moves, I just love it.
Please speak up for us, Latifa.
With your dancing moves, I just like it.
You're a tease. Sweetie.
What about someone who is a government worker, yet his or her salary isn't enough? What else can the person do?
The person who does what?
It's a government worker.
A government worker.
Yes. And the salary isn't that enough. And the person can go and be washing others' clothes. So what else can the person do?
Well, like my panelist said, there are talents that everybody has talents. Yeah. So whilst you're coming to work, if you know how to do beads, the ladies in the office, you can do beads and sell it to them. If it's food, you can get an ice chest, a cooler or a warmer, and cook jollof and, you know,
Well,
sell Indomie, popular
you fry
meal,
egg.
and give it to them and sell it to if you're a government worker, even better. You know, these ministries and all of that, they have money, so you can make money off that. And I think it's a great advice that they're giving us. You know, we should all do something aside from what we do. So what is your talent, Latifa?
I'm good at singing.
My God, I think I should be a prophetess. Because I was like, she has a nice voice. I was thinking in my head, she has a nice voice. Okay, so why don't you, you know, you might be fired for that though.
Just start singing.
Singing in the workplace, yeah. I don't think it's very advisable. But you can cut a CD or, you know, join a choir and make money off that. You never know.
Or a band.
All right?
Okay.
A band.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good one, Sark.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sue.
And hi to Mom and then my friend.
All right.
Hi.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Well, this week we have another tip for ya. So you better keep your eyes on your plasmas. We're teaching you to do something most Ghanaians don't really know about. So please watch, learn, and prepare.
Tip today, I'm going to show you how to make one of the most popular dishes in Nigeria called moi moi.
Password.
Although there's a traditional way of preparing it, I'm going to show you a modern way so we can all try it in our various mukasi. That's kitchen in Chi, by the way.
Okay.
Your ingredients you need are
Thank you.
black-eyed beans, about 1.5 cups, half an onion, 3 red bell peppers, 2 boiled and peeled eggs, 2 fresh eggs, 1 tablespoon ground crayfish, 3 tablespoons palm oil, 3 tablespoons oil or butter, 1 cube, salt to taste,
Why are you
and
advertising for
1
money?
large pan for steaming or baking. Now let's get started. Pre-soak beans in warm water, preferably overnight. Rinse and remove the skin, and then combine your beans, red bell pepper, onion, 1 cup water, and blend until smooth. Pour your blended butter into a large bowl and crack the fresh eggs into the batter. Mix and set aside. Now dissolve salt, palm oil, crayfish, and your stock cube in 2 tablespoons of boiling water. Once it cools down, add to the batter. Millennium ladies will prefer an electric mixer, but alternatively, use a spatula or turning pin, which we call benkuta in Ghana. Mix the butter thoroughly for about 10 minutes to make it fluffy. Adjust seasoning to your preferred taste. Now oil the pan, pour half of the batter into the pan, and then add in the sliced boiled eggs. Pour in the other half and cover the pan tightly with foil. Finally, steam or bake your covered moi moi at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 35 minutes until set. Remove from heat and set aside to cool. Oya, Oga, your moi moi don't make ready. I beg, una enjoy.
So there you have it, you know, very quick way of making a moi moi Nigerian dish. It's very, very tasty and it's nutritious as well. So make sure you're not just, you know, sticking with the Ghanaian thing. You have to change inside small sometimes. Your husbands eat outside because most of the time they're tired of your food. So, you know, give him something new every day. Surprise him with a new recipe every single day. Well, I have a message here from Den's Debbie. He says, I like bulk purchasing a lot because it helps me save money. And I like saving and investing money towards my education, rent, children, and other emergencies that might occur. And I don't waste food at all because now the economy is not going well. Well, everybody's facing that. But a lot of people are very wasteful. Like when you go to their houses, they have all kinds of things opened. Like if it's a cereal, they have cornflakes, Cocoa Pops opened, Kellogg's K. They have, you know, all kinds of Cheerios. Everything is open at once. And they're wondering why they're going broke. How can people, you know, minimize the way they spend? And the way, you know, some poor people have very expensive taste.
Yeah. I think the first thing is to have a budget. A budget is your estimated income and your expenditure.
Right.
You plan it. You plan your income, you plan your spending. When you do that, you discipline yourself to the budget. And I think you should be one thing I've always learned in life is to save before spending. Because if you think that you want to spend and then you save the remaining, I'm sure you're always going to run into debt. So you save first. If it's 20% of the income, take out the 20%.
20% of 250 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
You can do it.
You can do it. But start somewhere. If it's not 20%, 10%, or 15%.
That's after your tithe, by the way.
Yes, after your tithe. So you save before you spend, no matter how little the income is. If you don't discipline yourself to that, you will spend and avoid impulse buying.
Right. Because what happens to the breadwinner? You know, I mean, if the breadwinner is ill, what happens to the family? How do they, if Amankwa, touch wood, it won't happen, he falls ill, what would they do?
Yeah, that is why we always encourage partners never to sit and depend on just the man. I always say that just imagine, just take it that you are the breadwinner. There is no one there to support you. So you need to work very hard. I have a friend who once said, look, when you go to a funeral and it's the man who is dead and you see the woman crying a lot, it's not only because the husband is dead, she's crying because, hey, who is going to pay fees and those kind of this thing. But that happens when the woman depends solely on the man. So I always encourage
So we have
women,
to wrap it up a little bit, so let's wrap it up now.
Yeah, so I always encourage women that, look, they should be very entrepreneurial. They should always think entrepreneurially. They should never depend on their partner and find something doing.
And they should stop copying. What, your friend is doing beads. I will do beads. Oh, Ekia, buy your beads. Who's going to buy their beads?
Yes. There's so many things to be done. Even if you're working at a place, do nice bisap, sobolo.
Yeah.
A special way. Package it. Just put it there. And I bet you, it will just go. There's so much that we can do. And we need to be very innovative and creative.
Unfortunately, we have a minute.
There's something we call in economics that life cycle income hypothesis.
Whoa.
It means you want to smoothen your consumption over your lifetime. So when you have enough, save. So that when you don't have enough income, you use it. You should start planning for your retirement and make capital investment, buy land, buy house, not only chop.
Right, nice one. Okay, so intelligently keeping records of your family's expenses will help you manage your money well. Make sure that you're budgeting, like they said. And budgeting gives you control over your financial life, so you know exactly how much money you have and how much money you spent. Okay, so please use your head not only to carry load, but to calculate your cash. Call me Movi. Many thanks to GTP New Style Elite Hair Studios for my hair and nails on a weekly basis. To Barbara Johnson, the numbers are scrolling. Make sure you are patronizing these awesome people because they are helping a good cause. Call me Movi, and it's not bye. It's till next time, world. Have a prosperous day and Godspeed. Shalom.
On Inspired by Women today, we have a quote by Natasha Munson. Money, like emotions, is something you must control to keep your life on the right track.